Hello dear students, my name is Dr. Vishalika and the name of this channel is Tricks by Chemistry Guru. So today in continuation with chapter 2 class 11 shapes of orbitals we'll discuss. So as we have already discussed about x, y and z coordinates of electron that represents around the nucleus. Schrodinger has given an equation in terms of the wave function psi, and we have discussed that psi has no physical meaning. It has no physical significance. It's only the psi square that is the significance, as it tells us about the probability of finding an electron. When we talk about the probability, we observe these curves differently. These different curves are there. This is 1s curve between psi and r, radius and psi. Psi is the wave function. Then 2s for psi and r. Then I have taken the probability psi square and r and psi square and r for 1s and 2s respectively. We'll discuss these curves one by one. So when we observe the probability of 1s is found to be maximum near the nucleus. So when we are very close to the nucleus, that means distance is 0. Electron density is maximum, as we can see in this. This is 1s. Electron density is maximum near the nucleus. So it's been observed that as the distance increases, the electron density or the wave function decreases. So as the distance from the nucleus increases, it decreases. When we talk about its psi square for 1s, we observe that it is maximum in initial stage when the distance is very less or when it is near to the nucleus, and as soon as the distance increases, r increases, the psi square, the probability of finding electron decreases. As soon as we move away from the nucleus, the finding electron is less. So we can say that the probability decreases. This is the case of 1s. Now let us talk about 1s, the intermediate region where the probability is 0 is called nodal surface or simply node. This node we can find in the case of 2s. I have written the sign plus and minus. So we can say the point where the wave function changes its sign goes from plus to minus, we represent this point by a node. So 2s orbital differ from s orbital, 1s orbital in having one node. So 2s is having one node. We can see its electron picture also. This region where no electron is supposed to present, and we call this as nodal surface. No electron is supposed to present. So in general, we can write any ns orbital you have, it has n minus 1 nodes. If you have ns orbital, you will always have n minus 1 node. So sometimes you'll be having direct question in your competitives, how many nodes are there. So using this formula for s orbital you can find. Now when we move to the probability density, psi square for 1s and psi square for 2s. These variations for 1s and 2s are shown here. And we observe that in the case of this, its probability decreases. In this case for 2s, since it is with positive sign, so it will not go into negative. If it is only psi, it changes from plus to minus sign, it represents node. It goes to 0, means no probability, no electron is present. So this point where no electron is present, this is nodal point. It represents this area, this region. And again the electron density increases and again it reaches 0. As we move to 3s, this is 1s, again nodal point, this is 2s, again we have nodal point, and 3s. So its density first is maximum, then decreases, reaches 0, again increases, decreases, reaches 0. So it tells us about the number of nodes. So this is how in the case of 2s we have one node, can be represented from psi r and can be represented from psi square versus r graph. So this is about the shape of s orbital. So first thing we can say that s orbital is spherical in shape, and that we come to know using these graphs. Next we'll talk about the shape of p orbitals. When we talk about p orbital, using the probability calculation, the p orbital comes out to be dumbbell shaped. That means this type of shape will be having dumbbell shaped. That means electron clouds is minimum at the 0, is almost 0 at the center, and the electron density is more here. As we move this side, electron density is more. So this is p orbital. So what we can observe that it may be noted that the probability of finding an electron in p orbital is equal in both the lobes. Jitna udhar electrons hai, electron density is equal in both the lobes. So there is a plane that passes. Suppose I draw a plane out here that passes over here through this. ओके इसको ऐसे ले रहा है, ए प्लेन ले रहा है. सपोज देयर इज अ प्लेन दैट पासिंग थ्रू द न्यूक्लियस ऑन विच द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ फाइंडिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन इज ऑलमोस्ट जीरो. तो ये पूरा जो प्लेन है जहां इलेक्ट्रॉन बिल्कुल भी प्रेजेंट नहीं है, दिस प्लेन बेसिकली दिस इज एक्स एक्सिस, so this is y axis and this would be the z axis. Okay, so this is how we can find the arrangement or the shape of p orbital. So we observe that the maximum electron density is found at the lobes of these p orbitals, and at the plane no electron is supposed to present, and we call it as node. So this plane is known as nodal plane. So for p orbital we can find that there is one nodal plane if electron cloud or electron lobes goes like this. So suppose I am talking about p orbital. For p orbital, say L is equals to 1. So if L is equals to 1, the value of m goes from -1, 0 and +1. So in this case, p orbital can have three possibilities. It can be along x-axis this way, can be along y-axis, and it can be along z-axis this way. So this we call it as px. This is along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. I'll write it as py and I'll write it as pz. So these are different orientations along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Though in s orbital we have studied that they are non-directional because spherical, but p orbitals have directional properties also. So these are directional properties which says that the electron lobe is more at x-axis or more at y-axis or at z-axis. When we talk about 2p orbital, so 2p orbital goes like this, will be having one gap between this, and this is the p orbital. So if I put electron clouds, electron dots over here, this is 2p orbital, electron cloud, this is 3p orbital. So between 2p and 3p again we are having a region where no electron is present, and we call it as node. So in 2p we don't have any node, but in 3p we have one node. So 2p no node, 3p we have one node. Similarly in 4p we have two nodes and so on. So this is how we can find the number of nodes in these orbitals. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe the channel.